It's ASMR Toys time. I'm Corrina Rachel, and on this edition, we are combining two of our favorite things, which is ASMR and beautiful toys. This one is a Bishoujo statue. Not exactly sure if I pronounced that correctly, so y'all can let me know. So this is Mara Jade, and this is from the Star Wars collection, the Art FX edition. And this is a Bishoujo statue. Bishoujo is Japanese for beautiful girl. So basically, these are just beautiful statues. And then, of course, there are different collections featuring different characters. Now, I want to start by just showing you the box. So here you see the front, and you can see that she is absolutely beautiful. Now, here is the side. This one really gives you a good look at her. So you can see how beautiful this drawing is, and I will read you the artist's name in a moment. So this is a Kotobukiya statue, and they are heralded as one of the foremost and just excellent creators of these high quality, beautiful statues. And I think when we get a closer look at Mara, we will understand why Kotobukiya is heralded as such a pioneer with these toys. So let's go ahead and take a look. So before I open the box, I actually want to take a minute to read the story of Mara Jade off the back of the box. I think this has a very interesting story. Many of you may already know who Mara is, but for those who don't. Mara Jade, originally an elite operative for Emperor Palpatine, Mara would learn the ways of the Force from Luke Skywalker to become a Jedi Knight and eventually his wife. She has appeared in dozens of novels, comic books, and video games, and now takes her place as a fantastic Bishoujo statue based on an illustration by master Japanese illustrator Shunya Yamashita. Fiercely independent and confident in her abilities, Mara Jade strides forward into battle with all of her weapons at her disposal. The Emperor's hand-turned Jedi wears a unique outfit consisting of a skin-tight, two-tone blue suit with integrated high heels, boots, and bare arms. So, Mara actually used to be on the dark side, and she moves over not only to join Luke Skywalker as a Jedi, but actually she goes on to marry him. Let's see why she was maybe able to score Luke Skywalker. I'm just going to leave her box here. Going to use my knife here. So we'll see what is the contents of this little envelope in just a moment. One more piece of tape. Okay. Alrighty. So here we have her goggles. I'm going to set them on this white thing here so you can see them. Okay, so I'm going to take a little book. We will be showing you the contents in just a moment. I'm going to set that aside just for now. And the goggles aside as well, since they're so small. Now, we have our first lightsaber. Here is this first lightsaber. And you can see the incredible detail work along the lightsaber here. And there's actually a second lightsaber as well. So I'll set this here. Again, the detail work is just incredible. So, continuing with the contents. So here we have her cape. And again, the detail work is just really miraculous. The folds and creases, and then even at the bottom how it's really kind of starting to wear and tear. Incredible detail work. So before we move on to these next items, I'm going to clear these other pieces away so I can keep them all in one spot. So I just want to keep all of these things together so that when it comes time to put it all, the pieces together, I have them all in one place. So now this next piece is one of her arms. Looks very cool, and I'm going to flip this over so you can see the detail on her elbow, the back of her hand. It looks absolutely fantastic. And this next package contains her other hand. So, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that this is the neck piece of the cape that will help the cape to clip on. Again, incredible detail on every piece of this beautiful statue. So now we are ready for the statue herself. Okay, so I believe that she'll need her stand in order to stand up. I'm going to go ahead and place her on her stand so that you can rotate her a little bit so you can see her from the back. She has great gluteal muscles incredible tone. So, you can take a look at the detail work. All of these, every little strand of hair, the waves and curls in the hair. It's just incredible detail work all the way around. And here is the back of the hair. Again, just beautiful detail work on the head of this character. So now let's put her together and take a look at how this beautiful statue looks in entirety. So here I am, beginning with the body. I'm going to put her cape on. And there's a little snap on the front where that snaps right in. And what I'm thinking now actually is that this second piece is interchangeable. So she can either have the cape or she can not have the cape, which is nice to have that different selection. We'll now go ahead and put her head. So before I put her hand on, I'm going to go ahead and put the lightsaber in her hand. So I really love the ease with which these little pieces fit together. So there we have her hand. And now I can simply fix it on there. She is almost done. We are not quite finished yet. She already is looking gorgeous. So now I'm going to be adding on her other arm. Again, you can see the ease with which all of these parts just fit together very simply. I haven't even had to open the instruction manual yet. It just slides right in. So here she is. Now I'm realizing that from looking on the box, her goggles should have gone on underneath her head and they go around her neck. So I will show that in just a second. And I will also change out her lightsaber. So here is our Mara Jade statue in her first outfit. So you can just admire the detail work, the beauty of this drawing, the illustration as it began. And I just love everything about this statue. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I love how they've really caught a moment in time. So her hair is blowing, the cape is blowing. This is just a super beautiful moment that has been captured by these artists who created this beautiful statue. So now I'm going to change the different accessories that she is wearing, and we will take a look at how she looks after. So unfortunately we have to behead her in order to remove her cape. So I'm going to just set this aside. Oops. And we're going to use this smaller cape. I'm going to go ahead and place her goggles around her neck first. Snaps right into place. Again, the intricacy with how these pieces fit together really is incredible. Alrighty, and I'm going to change out her lightsaber as well. So, I'm going to replace the purple lightsaber with the blue lightsaber. Again, it just snaps right into her hand. So, here she is again. And I think that maybe my favorite part of this statue, I don't know, the goggles are really cute, but her butt is pretty amazing. You can also see as I bring her back to the forefront here that even her abdomen, belly button are all there. And again, the goggles, which I think are a really great touch. There. I love little tiny things. If you've watched any of the videos from our miniature toys collection, then you know how much I love these little miniatures and that attention to detail. I just think is fantastic. So now I'm going to set Mara Jade aside for just a moment. And I'm going to take a moment to open up this little package insert, which was also included. This is probably where the instructions are. I was right. Okay. So here is our instruction and contents sheet. You know, I have a bad habit of being so excited when I open something up that I like to just put it together without reading the instructions. So you can see I missed a couple of steps here, knocked her head off. We'll fix that in a second. So it looks like maybe my order of operations was incorrect with putting the goggles on before the cape. So we'll fix that here in just a moment. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put in her little, I guess that's the little standing plate or foot plate. So I'm going to put this little insert in there as well. Okay, so now let's make these couple little modifications to our Mara Jade statue. I'll set my instructions aside here. I will actually look at them for a change. So let's take a closer look. Okay. The Empire, and then the Rebel Alliance symbol. So, beckoning back to the story of Mara Jade, she actually began as a part of the Empire, and then her ways were swayed, and she joined the Rebel Alliance. So I've always identified with the Rebel Alliance, always had a crush on Luke Skywalker, but I'd love for you guys to vote and let us know, the Rebel Alliance or the Empire. What is your favorite? Let us know, leave your vote, and in our future Star Wars videos, we will announce the winner. Okay, so we will look at these footplates. So let's go ahead and fix the order of operations on these goggles here. So actually we're going to apply the cape first, and then the goggles around her neck will be held in place once we apply her head. So now let's give her the little footplate insert. Let's see if she'll lean on our box for a minute. Okay. Okay, so there's a little notch on the side that you can pull out. Well, again, by separating these, I'm actually going to place in the Empire sign. As so, it just fits right in. And then I'm going to replace the back side. Voila. And then we can put her back. On her stand. So here we have Mara Jade in her completed form. She looks absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you'll subscribe to the channel. I want to show you the next character that we'll be unboxing. So this is Jaina Solo, and if you are interested to learn the story behind this character, I do hope that you will subscribe to our channel, because I will be reading her story in the next video. You can see her there a little bit. We have these two beautiful girls. Please leave your comments voting on the Empire or the Rebel Alliance. Please be sure to subscribe so that we can see you again next time. Thanks so much for watching. And now we're going to fix her little foot plate